these outdoor sessions are really something else. I am not a fan of busy gym environments. I like the gym, I like going to the gym. There's a lot of fun equipment that I can use. There is stuff that I could never be able to do outside here with just my body weight and the rings. But I'm not someone that gets amped up by loud music, by having a lot of people around. Uh, Many people around you means that there's a lot of waiting time, and I tend to do best when I'm allowed to really focus and concentrate on what I'm doing right now. So one of the reasons why I really like these is that my workout really has no interruptions. So I can move from one exercise into the next, and my focus never really falters. There is no moment when I am thinking already ahead, okay, I've been doing the squat now, I would like to superset it with some overhead presses or some pull-ups. There's someone on the pull-up bar, someone has already all the bars. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to wait. So this kind of disrupts the rhythm and the pace that I like to be in, and this is the perfect environment. Yes, I'm only limited to body weight, but if there is something that I must say about body weight training is that it's something that is never gonna betray me. So long as I'm gonna have a functioning body and the willingness to get some work done, body weight is the minimum that I will always be able to do. Even if I do not have rings with me, all I need is a floor, really. And yeah, it's gonna be a very basic session, but it's not about what you do in that session that really changes the overall progress that you're gonna have. It's the fact that you can reliably get the work in, and there is something that allows you to do that. And body weight in this sense is amazing. Now, looking at the session at hand, I felt very good when I woke up in the morning. I slept around 7 hours, one of which was deep sleep. I'm tracking my sleep, and I was surprised to see that an hour of this deep sleep was something that I'm not really used to. I'm a very light sleeper, and maybe that had something to do with my leg recovery. I didn't feel any more soreness, and that makes sense because deep sleep seems to be the phase of sleep that's more associated with physical recovery. So that was a good sign. And what did I do? I decided to go for an extra few repetitions on both the walking lunges and the good mornings. I didn't do any jogging getting to my spot, but I had this idea that I should probably be doing a few more repetitions, because if my soreness was gone, probably I had finally adapted to the amount of volume that I've been doing for the past few days, and it was probably a good time to actually push in something more. So hopefully I'm not gonna be regretting this tomorrow. I don't really think so, because my soreness wasn't really that much anyways, but something to be monitoring, definitely. This is the second giant set of the day, and I had a bit of a funny repetition with the dip here. I think it's coming up. Yeah, it's this one here. My left arm wiggles somewhat to the left. Possibly my shoulder blade got out of position. Something to always keep in mind, upper back stability. Something that actually I managed to keep in my pull-ups. I'm really satisfied with the way that they look. Nice body rigidity, and these leg raises were feeling so much easier simply because the branch was higher than the previous one, and I had more space for my legs, so I wasn't keeping them as far up, so it was a bit easier, and I was actually able to get a few more repetitions in there while still feeling enough pump in both the lower abs and the upper hip flexors. Push-ups, I was happy to see that both my arms seemed more symmetric in pushing than the previous days. So it's something that I was actually thinking about while doing the set, because I've been noticing that the left arm, again similarly to the dip, was doing some weird movement. And looking at the lunges, I was doing for both these giant sets 25 repetitions, so I increased the working set from 20 to 25, and I did that both for the walking lunges and the good mornings. They both felt good. I think that I made a good choice. Now, coming up is going to be the handstand push-ups eccentric lowerings that I was doing yesterday. I did two. Today I was going for three. Now, looking at these, I'm kind of happy with the vertical that I'm reaching. And as I'm looking at the lowering phase, I'm noticing that I'm able to keep good core stability up until the point where my forehead touches the ground. And at that point, I'm kind of losing my legs first. I can see that my body makes probably an angle that I'm not able to control very well. And that definitely is because of a lack of strength, which is what I'm trying to build with these eccentric repetitions. But definitely, technique could be improved in the sense that I could keep my legs a bit more vertical, and maybe my face could be pushing a bit more forward. I've seen people doing a very forward leaning handstand push up. Definitely, it's something that is gonna be built slowly. And if I did two repetitions yesterday and three today, I may not be doing anything more for the next few days, in the sense that probably three are enough. I did something similar when I progressed towards my first Nordic curl, so that might be successful again. Let's see. Now, looking at the last static hold with my handstand, I'm really happy with the line that I'm actually able to achieve here. My shoulders are much more open than usual, my legs are nice and straight, and I may not have kept it for as long as I usually do, but those handstand lowerings are really, really hard. This is what tells me that I had enough for the day and it's time to go home, eat, and rest. Ciao.